All right. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon if you're in the Eastern time zone. Good morning if you're in the West. Today, we will be telling you a little bit about our Women Get On Board membership. Whether you're a new member or looking to join, this is a session for you to learn about all of the benefits of being part of our community. So we'll go to the next slide. So I'll do a brief welcome and introduction. We'll let you know a little bit more about Women Get On Board, including our programs, our offerings, and our events. And then Laura will help do a demonstration, a brief demonstration on how to use our membership platform, GlueUp. Then we'll have some time for Q&A, and then we'll wrap up and get you on your way. So, brief introductions. My name is Keisha Williams. I am the Chief of Staff of Women Get On Board. So I assist Deborah and our team with our operations and our event planning and our strategic objectives. I'll hand it over to Laura.
Thank you, Keisha. Hello, everyone. So nice to see all of you. Those of you I haven't met, it's nice to meet you. All of our members, I'm sure, at least met. I am Laura English, Director of Membership and Programs at Women Get On Board. So if you need anything after the session, I'm really your source for all things related to the membership. My email is at the end of the slides, and it will also be in the follow-up email that you receive after the session.
Great. Thanks, Laura. So just to give you a bit of an idea of what Women Get On Board is, we've been around for 10 years now. Last year, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary. And we are a social purpose company that launched in 2015 with a bold vision to build a national movement that connects, promotes, and empowers women to serve on corporate boards with confidence and courage. We proudly amplify the voices of women leaders, board members, and professionals across Canada through education, mentorship, and allyship. Women Get On Board is guided by the power of three, the belief that one woman on a board is a token, two are a presence, and three are an authentic voice for change.
Keisha. Okay, so just a quick overview about membership and the different types and the cost associated with it. So our individual membership is $300 Canadian annually, plus HST. That is run on, it's not a per year basis, as in it starts in January. So if you signed up today, your membership would run until 1 year from today. That's just a frequently asked question that we get, so I like to note that. We do also have corporate memberships available, and those have tiered pricing. So if that's something you think you might be interested in, if your company might be interested in joining us as a corporate member, I can send you a little bit of an information package on that. So again, just reach out to me for that. And member benefits. So I'll just kind of run over these briefly. We're going to get a little bit more in depth into them as we go along. So we connect, promote, and empower our members in the following benefits. So first of all, as a member, you receive complimentary access to all of our virtual events, and then you receive exclusive member pricing for in-person events, which does include the membership discount for our Women Get On Board Summit. You also receive access to our bi-weekly board opportunities e-blasts. We have one going out this Thursday, so it's on a bi-weekly basis, commencing after this Thursday. We also love to promote our members, your board appointments on our social media channels and our website. We have over 20,000 followers on our social media between LinkedIn and Instagram. This is just a nice example of what those board appointment, what those board appointment postings look like. This was a popular one with 13,000 impressions. And this is something that would go out. So if you have a board opportunity, you would email us in the details. We would share the details in the caption and we would tag you, and then your headshot would go in similar like this. Those are very popular and we love to do them. As well as a member, you receive complimentary access to all of our thought leadership resources. You have exclusive access to members-only events, and members-only events that are virtual are always complimentary. And you also receive member discounts for all Women Get On Board programs, which does include the Chairs Forum program, the mentorship program, and our new Women Get On Board Masterclass series. You also receive access to our Women Get On Board Community Hub. This is something that I'll show you a little bit later, as Keisha mentioned with the GlueUp. That's where that's housed. So we'll go through that a little bit, and that's where your member profile is housed, which is used for confidential board searches and board shortlist engagements. Right, and I will pass back to Keisha. She'll tell you a little bit about our board services.
So our board services we offer to our members and our larger community of both private and not-for-profit boards. As Laura mentioned, we have our biweekly board opportunities emails. This is where we share current available board opportunities, both across Canada and some international when they come through. We do this by tapping into our connections and our resources. We also love when our members share them with us, or our community shares the current opportunities they've seen with us. And you can do that by sending them through to connect@womengetonboard.ca or to myself directly, and we would share them in our opportunities emails. We also do dedicated board opportunities postings. These are when companies come to us looking for a specific candidate for a board role, and we will use your profile on the community hub on GlueUp to see if you are a good match and recommend you to that board. We do board shortlist services as well. This is where we do an end-to-end board recruitment process for certain companies. So that will include drafting the job description and going out to our members to find the perfect candidate for their board. And board referrals. So we again use your profile. This is why it's really important to complete your profile on the GlueUp platform with your skills and your experiences, and we would use that to search for potential candidates that companies are looking for. And one of our favorite things that we do, and it gets a lot of traction on our socials, is our member board appointments. So you may have seen that on our LinkedIn or our Instagram if you follow us. And if you don't, please do on WGOB Canada. And we share our members' board appointments to celebrate your accomplishments. So every week, sometimes twice a week, we'll share member board appointments, and you can see over 75% of our members have been successfully appointed to boards. There are some stats there in writing, and you'll get these slides at the end, but we've promoted nearly 1,000 members, including 35 plus chair appointments. And we've posted over 2,300 board opportunities, about which 40% are paid opportunities. We've sent out 42 dedicated e-blasts and engaged in over 50 requests for confidential board searches and 23 board shortlist engagements. So that kind of gives you an idea of the volume of the board opportunities available to you. As well, we have our resources available to our members. So we have a bunch of e-guides and e-books that provide tips for your board journey. We have thought leadership from Deborah, as well as our partners that share their expertise and thought leadership, and you can find that on our Women Get On Board resources page on our website. We also do blogs. We have Deborah Rosati's blog, our speaker series, which we'll talk about later in our events, and our WGOB in Conversation series, which are short snippets from industry experts giving advice and intel on their board experiences and their journeys.
Great. Thanks, Keisha. I'll jump in here on our program section. So just a quick overview of our different programs and what each of them is aimed towards. So our Women Get On Board Chairs Forum program, this one is a peer-to-peer forum that features roundtable sessions designed to support interactive learning and networking. So this is aimed at chairs and vice chairs of boards. It is up to 10 participants per session or per cohort, my apologies. So it's a little bit of a smaller group. This is really one of my favorite programs. It really is a safe space for chairs to come and connect with each other and learn strategies and talk about their challenges, etc. in the boardroom. That is as well done under Chatham House rules, so the sessions are not recorded. So that one is entirely confidential. So cohort 5 for the Women Get On Board Chairs Forum begins this September. We do have a few spots left in that cohort 5, I believe it is. So if you have any questions, there is a link there for more information and registration. And if you have additional questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer those for you. That one is done in 3 virtual sessions and 1 in-person session. Next, I'll talk about the BMO Celebrating Women on Boards program. Right now, we do have 2026 nominations open until August 20th, so 9 more days if anybody is interested in nominating a woman who excels in or out of the boardroom. You can find, again, more information at this link here or view all of our past honorees here. This is essentially, we run this every year and we recognize 5 women who are excelling in the boardroom and out of the boardroom. You can see the nomination criteria again at that link for more information. And if you do know somebody that you think is deserving of this recognition, please do nominate. We would greatly appreciate it. We love lifting up each other and lifting up our members. Okay, and then our Women Get on Board mentorship program. This one is also special to me. So it is a program where we match leading corporate directors, mentors with aspiring corporate directors, mentees, and it's designed to help the mentees elevate their effectiveness and advance their board journey towards a corporate board seat. So this cohort 7 will begin in April of 2027. We are currently in cohort 6. So if you are interested in that, we don't yet have our registration page open, but we do have the dates available on our website. And you can send me an email to join our wait list, or you can email connect@womengetonboard.ca. Either or is always going to be okay. And you can get on the wait list for that. Joining the waitlist essentially gives you priority registration. So we'll let you know before we let the rest of our community know that registration is open. So it gives you kind of first chance at that. And if you have more questions about the mentorship program, we do host an information session specifically for that in January. So that you'll be invited to that as well if you join the waitlist. Okay, and then lastly, our Women Get on Board Masterclass series, Board Transformation. So in this session, you'll develop skills and confidence to ask the right questions of the leadership team to confirm leadership is fully equipped to drive transformational change and to know what critical stakeholder issues are being addressed. This one is similar to Chair's Forum in that it is 3 virtual sessions and 1 in-person session. Keisha, do you want to comment on that? Because I don't know 100% where it is geared towards. Like Chair's Forum is geared towards more senior board members. Mentorship is geared towards a little bit more junior board members. So Keisha runs this one. She knows better than I do.
Yes, we have a lot of programs here at Women Get on Board. So Laura and I divide and conquer. We're a small but mighty team here. Our masterclass series is the first run of this program. It'll start September 29th. As Laura mentioned, it's 3 virtual sessions. That'll be 1 session a month and then 1 in-person session. The Board Transformation Series is facilitated by MNP, and they will be hosting the final session in person at their offices in Toronto. Although the virtual sessions, you don't have to be based in Toronto to attend. And this is geared more towards board members with a little bit more experience. So we're saying at least 2 to 5 years experience would be a good range to join this program. And we'll use a blended learning approach, incorporating interactive workshops, group discussions, case studies, and you'll have a really unique opportunity to work closely with senior partners at MMP and work through a board transformation. If that is something you're interested in, the registration is open now, and that'll be in the follow-up email as well.
Thanks, Keisha.
And feel free to ask questions in the Q&A if you have any more.
Of course. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so I'll just go over a few of our events here, whether they're virtual or in person. So our Women Get on Board member meetups, those are always virtual. That one is done quarterly on the 3rd Thursday I believe it's the first month of the quarter. So that one is really a unique networking opportunity. You come, Keisha and I will put you into breakout groups, and then we will push you out into your breakout groups, and you'll do your networking for 25 minutes, and then we'll bring you back, shuffle you around, and push you back out. We ask you to come with an ask for that, or sometimes it ends up being an offer, but come with something that you specifically want to discuss and network and meet fellow Women Get on Board members. And that, again, is exclusive for members. We also have our Women Get on Board virtual speaker series. These, again, are virtual. We have, they're essentially focused on different topics with expert speakers, and we host them with a sponsor or a partner. We do have upcoming September and October. September is on modernizing board evaluations, and October is on the evolving role of the CHRO. Next, we have our Women Get on Board, or sorry, Women Get on Board Board Ready series. That one is a exclusive to Women Get on Board members. It is again kind of a information session, a learning session. We do sometimes have a guest speaker, but oftentimes it's just Deborah leading the content. And the series is geared around empowering women board leaders with confidence and courage to lead and serve on boards, as is our mission. So our next one for September is going to be Network Your Way onto a Board. And then we also have Prepare for Board interviews in December. So if you are interested and you are a Women Get on Board member, you can sign up for those. You can also, if you're a member, watch historical versions. So for example, this year's was a 4-part series. These are just the 2 parts that are left. So you can go back and watch part 1 and part 2. If you are a member, we have a private YouTube page. So when you join, that will be that link for that private Women Get on Board YouTube page will be in your welcome email that you receive. So you can go back and watch those before registering for these. Okay, and then next we do partner events. These ones can be virtual or in person. It sort of depends on the nature of the event, but they're with expert guest speakers and always hosted by Women Get on Board. And then we also have our Women Get on Board holiday cocktail reception. So this is typically a give back. We do it at the end of the year. Friends, family, and philanthropy usually is our theme. This year we have November 19th in Vancouver and December 10th in Toronto. That one is a fantastic event. It's open for members and non-members, but members receive, of course, a complimentary preferred price. Excellent. Okay, so our Women Get on Board Summit. This is last event I'll cover today, but certainly not the least. This is our signature event of the year. Please save the date for May 10th, 2027. That is when our next one will be. The topic will be the courage to govern. As a Women Get on Board member, you do receive early bird pricing. So if you're a member, watch our newsletters for that. We will let you know when that early bird pricing opens up and you can get a little bit of a preferred rate. If you're not a member and you're not sure, you can always take advantage of the bundle ticket, which is a membership, and the Women Get on Board Summit ticket. We do usually offer that as an early bird as well. So if you want to sign up to become a member and join us, you can take advantage and register there. So this is just a quick glance at some stats. So we've had almost 13,000 delegates join us. 1,300 delegates join us. And then we've had over 140,000 social media impressions on all of our summit posts since 2022. So it is a very well-attended event and very popular on our socials and within our community. And then lastly, about the summit, 2027 will be our second year doing it. We did this year the inaugural Women Get Board Leadership Excellence Award. So that honors a woman who's making a difference in the boardroom, guiding corporate governance and promoting diversity at the board level. If you'd like, you can read a quick little expose there, meet our 2026 winner, Patricia McLeod. So that is there if you are interested.
And we might want to just say on the summit that you guys are kind of getting the first look at our theme and our date. So we are just starting to go to market with this now. We don't even have the registration page yet, so you're getting first look. So that's pretty
so
special.
true, Keisha. Yes, you're getting a little special sneak peek. Excellent. And I'll pass back to Keisha for our community.
Yeah, here I won't list them all. You can see for yourself, but these are just some companies and partners that we work with. Our national strategic partners, BMO, as we mentioned, we do our Celebrating Women on Boards events with them, as well as some events that will be coming. I saw in the chat here, I think it was Dunny asked a question. We will be coming to different regions across Canada next year with BMO. So stay tuned for those. Calgary is looking like it will be on the list for that. And Southleigh Group, they were the sponsor of our Leadership Excellence Awards at our summit. Alliance Advisors, we do a lot of work with them as well. And some of our other partners, these are search firms. we work closely with to find board candidates for them, and a list of our corporate members just to give you an idea of who is in our community and supporting our mission.
Excellent.
Here, again, continuing our community as well as our founding corporate partners, uh, our regional ambassador council. These are uh, special member, they want to say, part of our community that are ambassadors within each region of Canada. So we have our Western Canada region, which includes Vancouver, Calgary. We have our Central region, which is Ontario, and our Eastern region, Ontario and Ottawa, and our Eastern region, which is Halifax and Newfoundland, New Brunswick. And so this is a small council of members that are basically brand ambassadors and ambassadors for Women Get on Board. If this is something that you would be interested in joining, feel free to reach out to me and I can tell you a little bit more about the council. And our affiliate partners, these are some companies that we work with to provide discounts to our members to their programs and courses, thought leadership resources, events, all kinds of things. So we work closely with a lot of these partners to provide the best discounts we can for our members.
Great. Okay, excellent. So now we are at the glue up portion. So what I'm going to do is change my screen share and take you right to the community hub. And I'm just going to kind of show you a couple of quick things. So we'll go over these 4 things here. We'll go over how to stay connected with the community hub and including how to toggle on and off email notifications, accessing our members only board opportunities, updating your member profile, and registering for programs and events. So I'm going to just quickly change my screen share here. Excellent. And I'm going to just turn my camera off for this portion for the sake of my bandwidth. It goes a little bit slow sometimes trying to have to show you a web page. Okay, so when you log into your member account, this is the screen that you're going to see. It is very similar to LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. You can post from here if you want. You can also post from here. I will show you that shortly. It will show you whether your membership is active, any business cards shared with you, and like a quick overview of your profile, your business card, etc. And any kind of recent events and recent postings. This one is just reminding you, it goes automatically of today's session. Actually, sorry, this was one I just posted yesterday. My apologies. That's the next upcoming one. Okay, so really quickly, what I'll show you first is how to turn on and off notifications. So what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the right-hand side. We're going to select our profile picture and we're going to go down to settings. From settings, we're going to come down to notification settings. And this is where you can customize how you want to receive notifications. The notification center, as you can see here on the right, is this bell icon in the top right-hand corner. Email, of course, is to your email. So if you want to receive an email for, if you say you share a post and somebody responds to you or likes it, you'll get an email for that. If you don't want those emails, you can turn them off. I do recommend at least having post notifications on because as you'll see, like the Women Get on Board team will come in and share a post when we've done an email. And sometimes, you may have missed the email or there may be an issue with sending to your email, etc. So this is kind of a backup to make sure. So from there, I will just take you to the community page specifically. That was the exception with navigating on the right-hand side. Everything else I'm going to show you today, you're navigating from this left-hand side toolbar. So you're going to select the people icon that's labeled My Community, and that's going to take you right here to the home, the heart of the community. There's a few ground rules here. The Women Get on Board team, while we do post on here, it is not really closely monitored by us. So if you want to reach us, please email us instead. This space is really for members to connect and promote and empower each other, make introductions, share news, etc. So for example, we've got a member here who's asking for some resources for her board resume. We have a member, let me find her. You may see a member posting and looking for right here, Michelle is inviting you to an event. So, that kind of thing. You're welcome to come on here and invite others to your events, to share resources, to ask for resources. That's really what this hub is for. One thing before I quickly move on, Keisha mentioned our affiliate partners and the discounts that we like to offer our members through them. You can always find those in the file section. So here under Community Hub, you'll see community partner offerings. There's a community partner offerings document here that has everything on there, and we keep that updated regularly. So if there's any type of offerings or anything you're looking for, you can always check that section. So that's really how to use the Community Hub itself. If you want to post, you'll click here where it says write something. You can add photo, video, documents, etc. And this hub really is for you guys. And that brings me nicely to my next point is that we will come on here and share our newsletters and our board opportunities. So for example, Lizzie is a part of the Women Get On Board team. So she will come on here and share a recent update from this was our Celebrating Members campaign that went out late last week. So you can come on and you can read the email in case you didn't receive it. And then Lizzie here is reminding you once again about 2 weeks left to submit your board nomination. And then we also have, I will come on here and remind you about our board opportunities right here. So I'll come on and say, this was the link to last night's board opportunities email. You can access it here. And if there's any updates or anything to those positions, typically I will come on and put them on here. One thing to note here with the email notifications and the board opportunities, the newsletters, etc., is that when you receive an email notification from the Community Hub, it does come from a different domain name. So if you are currently a member and you're not receiving our emails, but you are receiving these Community Hub notifications, please reach out to me. I can help troubleshoot that because for some reason your system could just be blocking our connect@womengetonboard.ca email address, the domain that's what we send our emails from. Okay, so next I'm going to take you guys into registering for events. So once again, we're going to use our left-hand side toolbar. We're going to click the people icon, or sorry, the calendar icon that's labeled events. And that's going to bring us to this page here. So I can see all the events I've registered for. And then if I want to register for something else, then you can just toggle over to upcoming events. So let's do our speaker series. That's a good one. So to register, we're just going to select event info, and that's going to bring you right to the registration page. Since you're logged into your account, you can just simply hit register, and it is going to take you to this registration page here. And you're logged into your account, so it remembers that you're a member. So all we're going to do is select quantity as 1, and we're going to hit register now, and it'll remember all of your details. If it is an event where there is a nominal fee for members, so for example, if it's an in-person event, then you'll see a price there. So it'll always be under price, but always still register with a member ticket. You don't need any type of discount or anything that way. It just remembers you. So it'll come in, it remembers my name, my email, everything, etc. Very nice for ease of registration. And then we just hit continue. It'll be the exact same for programs as well. Okay. And then lastly, I'm just going to show you how to keep your member profile updated. So once again, we're using this left-hand side toolbar. We are selecting memberships, which is a crown icon, and then that will bring us right here to show us whether our membership is active. As you can see, I'm on a corporate membership. It's our Women Get On Board membership. Yours may say individual. You'll just select view membership details, and then you're going to come down to update my member profile. And you'll get this lovely little pop-up window where you can enter your details. You don't have to put your exact address if you don't want to. I do recommend at least putting your province. Sometimes we'll send out regional invites. So we have an event in Halifax. We're going to use this state province box to narrow down who's going to receive an invite if we are specifically reaching out to the East Coast, etc. So you can use that. And then on occasion for confidential searches, they may want somebody in a specific geographical region. So we do recommend at least filling out your province. And then you can fill out your profile here. So this is just, again, industry sectors, choose all that apply, skills and expertise. You'll go through and fill all of that out. You can put a bio in here. You can put your LinkedIn, and you can upload a board resume. We'll always come down to.
Sorry, Laura, just because I just saw a question in the chat that relates to the resume. Deborah Lewis asked, when you apply to WGOB and ask for your resume, is there a specific format or template that you are looking for? Maybe you can address that there.
Yeah, good timing. Thanks, Keisha. So Deborah, I always just recommend a PDF. I would never send your resume in an editable form. If any time that we will ask you for a resume really is a shortlist service. So I would recommend uploading a PDF, as I say here on your profile, midway down. You can upload your board resume there. But if we do a shortlist service, it will always say at the bottom, please apply to board resume at womengetonboard.ca. And again, I would just always use a PDF. The template is completely, entirely up to you.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, and then when we update this profile, we're just always going to hit save. And then that is you're going to get a pop-up in the bottom corner there to confirm that the details you updated actually took and updated there. So that really is the overview of GlueUp and what you're going to use this platform for. So I'm going to drop us down now into a gallery view, and then we can just jump into Q&A. I did definitely see some in the chat. I think we were kind of trying to answer them as we went along, but you're welcome to put your hands up as well.
Yeah, so Laura, let's just go through the ones that were in the chat. So Alyssa Strom asked, what's the breakdown of public, non-for-profit versus private board opportunities? As I mentioned before, we're sitting at about 40% paid opportunities, and for the most part, those are private board opportunities. There are some not-for-profits that are paid boards, not very common, but that we do see that now and again. Um, we don't have the exact number of public versus private as opposed to the percentage of paid opportunities. But on our website, on the main page, you'll see we've just added a ticker that has our most current board data. And right now we've shared 174 board opportunities to date this year, and of which 40% of those are paid opportunities. So that is a ticker you can always go look at on our website, and it is constantly updated. So that'll give you the most current stats on that. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, and then the next question, Tiona, nice name. What is the main advantage of joining WGOB rather than going it alone and looking for board opportunities? Yeah, so I mean, and Laura, feel free to jump in too, but I would say personally, from my perspective, watching our members go through their board journeys from joining Women Got on Board, receiving a successful board appointment, and really just going through their career with us and watching that journey along the way. It's really about the connections you make, the mentorship you get from the community, really that support, and really valuable tools and resources that you can use to really put your best foot forward for a board opportunity. It's not like we get you on a board. We don't hand the seat to you, but we do everything we can to get you in that seat. And that's really just a supportive community, mentorship, tools and resources, and expertise from our more senior members, from Deborah herself, and the community at large. So if you go it alone, absolutely. I mean, you apply on your own, you interview on your own. But if you're not part of the community, you might be missing out on valuable insights, knowledge, connections that might help you get on the board. It's really a lot about networking as well. So having that insider track might help you get that seat. But yeah, I would say those are some of the benefits versus going it alone.
Yeah, I would just jump in here, Keisha. I agree with that. What I will say is something that we discussed in the mentorship program is that up to 70% of board opportunities are found through networking and connections. So really the community is probably number one. And Keisha is being maybe, I would say, slightly humble. When we do our board opportunities, she spends hours every week sourcing opportunities, whether they're sent into us, whether they're resources. So she spends a lot of time vetting them, reading them, doing all of that. So we're taking that off your plate as well. So that's a little bit of a time saver. So yeah, I would say everything Keisha said, and then in addition that and community really are the main benefits as opposed to going at it alone.
Does that answer your question, Tiana?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. But I was just wondering if there's are there ever times when there are opportunities that are where boards are looking for specifically women like, do those type of opportunities come up? And is that like where you guys specialize? I'm just curious. This is my first time attending any of your events.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for joining us today. Absolutely. I mean, with our board shortlist services, people are most often specifically looking for a female candidate for their board seat. Um, when people come to us, those search partners, executive search firms, they're often looking specifically for a female for that seat. The board opportunities we share, so most are publicly available or through a bit of a paywall, but not necessarily specifically for women, but we try to get women in those seats. Okay, so Wendy Martell, lots of questions, love it. Okay, Wendy Martell, in the event it says not checked in, should we be checking in when we join a session? Laura, you can take that one.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, no, don't worry about checking in when you join the session. We do have a little bit of a disconnect between our Zoom and Glue Up. So, if it's an in-person event, what someone will always check you in. We do track attendance for in-person events for so many reasons. But for Zoom, we don't necessarily track whether you've joined the session or not. It's not the only time we'll be tracking really is for programs. So we track for mentorship program, but I will be checking you in manually myself. So you don't ever have to worry about that.
And Lexi, I'm a seasoned board member in not-for-profit. I'm looking to expand into paid boards. How much does your team provide support there? Laura, I think maybe your programs might be the answer here for that,
Yes,
and our resources.
yes, I would say, okay, so I'm a seasoned board member in nonprofit looking to expand. Yeah. So that to me feels like you would be a great fit for the mentorship program. That's kind of what we're doing there is helping members who do have like that not-for-profit experience, or they're maybe they don't have the not-for-profit experience, but they're kind of like just breaking into it. That kind of level where you might have, say you're sitting on you've sat on several not-for-profit boards, but you are looking to break into the corporate world. That definitely the mentorship program would probably suit you. We do also have resources on our website and things like that to help support you through that. But yeah, I think that a mentor really would be most beneficial for something like that.
Yeah, and I would say just our resources available to our members as well. There's uh, ebooks, like how to get yourself on a board that sort of tell you the steps to elevate yourself onto a corporate board. There are some one pagers that Deborah has put out that kind of speak to that as well, and you can find that all on our resources page. So you can take a scan through those to see what best applies to you there. Kim Mosley, I'm currently a member of ICD. What additional advantages does WGOB offer? So that is a kind of common question we get, like, do you need to be a member of ICD to get on a board? Do you need to have designations to get on a board? What's the difference between women get on board and ICD? I would say it's quite similar in a lot of ways in terms of the community of corporate directors. We don't necessarily need to have a designation to be part of Women Get On Board, or nor get a board seat for a lot of the opportunities we share with our members. I really think it's the community, the allyship, the friendship, the learnings you get from these women. A lot of them very accomplished, seasoned board directors, corporate directors, female executives across Canada, and are really here to help each other and lift each other up. So it's that a really supportive community. I find maybe the difference with ICD is a little more distant, not as community forward as we are. So it's a little more warm and inviting than more distant and professional. I would say not that we're not professional, of course, but I would say there's definitely a warmer community feel here. Anyone have any verbal questions? Raise your hand or want to just unmute yourself? Feel free.
Yes, don't be shy. Any questions are good questions.
I'll ask a question. When I went to register briefly last week, um, it showed us as status. So is you will you accept? There is no criteria for joining other than being having a suitable background, or is there a criteria for joining?
We're not necessarily going to reject an application because the person doesn't have 10 years of senior
Mhm.
executive experience, but we do recommend more senior in your career and you're looking for that next step in transition. But again, we're not going to reject an application just because they've only had 8 years of senior
Okay.
executive experience.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say, having younger female members join, we've seen a lot of that happening over the last few years and really starting their board journey. They don't know where to start on their board journey. They want to join a board and have no idea how to do that. We find we've had a few more of those come over the years, looking for that support and guidance here.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Anyone else? No? Okay. Well, you can always feel free to email us if you have any questions, and that'll be at the end of the presentation here, which I believe we're wrapping up.
Yes, excellent, everyone. I will just quickly run over a few resources here and there's a few other links for you here, and we will let you go. So if you're interested in becoming a member, you can find the links over here. So we have individual membership. And then again, if you're interested in corporate membership, just reach out to us. We do have a document for that to give you a little bit more info. And I've linked some of the resources here for you that we've mentioned. So these are our Women Get on Board e-guides. So common myths about serving on board, the benefits of serving on a corporate board, board education and development programs, etc. So just a few e-guides here to help you. You can access all of these links. And then if you would also like to download Deborah Rosati's ebook, How to Get Yourself on a Board, you can use this code WGOB100 for a complimentary copy after the session. And if you are a member and you have a member board appointment that you have not shared with us, please do so. You can share them at this link here. And whether you're a member or not, if you have a board opportunity that you would like shared within our community, then you can reach out to us at connect@womengetonboard.ca. And I believe that is everything. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Mine and Keisha's emails are here if anybody needs anything. And you'll receive a follow-up email after the session with a survey. We would greatly appreciate your feedback. Anything that you'd like to add, Keisha?
Thank you, everyone. If you're a new member, welcome. If you are not and hoping to join, we hope you do. And we hope to see you soon at our events and our programs and in person and virtually and everywhere. And enjoy the rest of your summer.
Yes.
Thank
Enjoy the
Thank you.
you.
weather. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
so much. Thank you all. Bye.